Namaisa, and today I'm coming to you with another Halloween tutorial. Yes, as you can see, I'm wearing fangs, so if I sound a little different, then you know, it's because of those. So as you can see from the title of this video, I decided to do a Buffy the Vampire Slayer inspired vampire. So my first Halloween tutorial was a simple, cutesy, Twilight-ish kind of vampire. And well, this time I'm pretty much going over the board and full on brow prosthetic creepy vampire. So if you want to know how I did this Buffy the Vampire Slayer vampire inspired look, then you know what you gotta do. So what I always like to do with prosthetics is pre-fit them before I glue them down, just so I can see how it fits on my face. And just so you know, this is a Monster Foam Latex prosthetic by RBFX. Now to glue down the prosthetic, I'm going to use Telux's 7 silicone adhesive. Don't worry, it's also fit for foam latex prosthetics. So now I'm taking that Telux's 7 and apply that all over my nose bridge and a little bit on my forehead with a cotton swab. I also applied a little bit of that same adhesive on the inside of the prosthetic, and now I'm pressing it firmly down onto my face. After I've done that, I'm going to glue down the entire piece, just like I did with my Momster makeover video, you know what I mean? First I'm making sure that it's aligned and in the center of my face, and then I'm going to glue down the entire prosthetic. And I really like to take my time with the whole gluing process, because if there is some air trapped underneath the prosthetic, it's gonna look weird when the actor or model is moving their face. So make sure that every inch of that prosthetic is covered in adhesive. The back side of the prosthetic, I mean. After I've done that, I'm going to glue down the edges. Now with foam latex, it's super easy, meaning that foam latex is porous. So you don't have to use a cotton swab or brush to go underneath the prosthetic. All you have to do is use a little bit adhesive and your brush or Q-tip and apply it over the edge. It's gonna seep through the edge and onto your skin, and voila, you've glued down your edges. Next up, I'm going to use the It's Your Face Cosmetics Transparent Loose Setting Powder. I believe it's the number 1. And now I'm taking that setting powder and I'm going to set or mattify the edges, just so nothing else is going to stick to them. I do this with all my prosthetic makeup looks. I also do this near my eyelids, just so they won't stick together or to the prosthetic. Now I'm going to use the Thomas Surprenant prosthetic paint in the shade Chocolate Cream. And you know the drill, I'm applying that prosthetic paint all over the prosthetic as a base for other products. This is a foam latex prosthetic, so you need to seal it. I am using Thomas Surprenant's prosthetic paints, but you can also use Pax paints or a layer of Prosade. I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. But this is foam latex, so you need to seal it with something in order for other products to adhere to the prosthetic. So after this, I went ahead and already kind of did the right side of my face just to see how the look would turn out. So yeah, let's move on. Now I'm going to mix the Kryolan TV paint sticks in the shade Lin and G165. But I gotta admit, I only did that for the prosthetic part, because on my face I only used the shade Lin. Now I've got that mixture on my brush and I'm applying that all over the prosthetic. This is a little lighter than my own skin tone, but since I'm a vampire, a black vampire that is, I wanted my skin to be a little lighter, just a tad bit, and this foundation works perfect for me. So now I'm using that Kryolan TV paint stick in the shade Lin, and then I'm going to blend it out with a boozy ellipse brush. It's kind of like the Artiste brushes. The following products I'm going to use are alcohol activated makeup palettes, and you need 99% isopropanol alcohol for that. Now I'm going to use the Skin Illustrator Lost Alcohol Activated Makeup Palette, and I'm going to use the shade called Dead Flesh. So now I'm taking that color and I'm spattering it all over my face. Like I said before, actual skin is not made up out of one solid color, and I just love to create some texture in my FX looks. Now I'm going to use the Skin Illustrator V's Pirate Palette number 3 Alcohol Activated Makeup Palette. Wow, that's a mouthful. And I'm using that color right over there, which is almost empty. It's called black. And also with this color, I'm creating some more texture onto my skin. I just love the way it looks. I can't really explain it. It's just what I do. There you have it. Now I'm going to mix Enigma and Dark Matter eyeshadows together. These are by Melt Cosmetics, of course. I cannot seem to get enough of this combo. So now I'm using those eyeshadows for my contour. I'm blending out that cheekbone contour a lot lower than I normally would. But my forehead area and my chin are pretty much the same, or jawline, I mean, the same as I normally would apply my contour, just different shades. Now I'm going back to that same Skin Illustrator Lost palette, and this time I'm using the shade called Lividity. I'm just applying that color in random patterns all over my face just to create some more texture, to enhance my contour a little bit more, but I'm mainly using it to create more unevenness in my skin. And next I'm going to use Enigma eyeshadow again, but alone this time. And now with Enigma eyeshadow, I'm applying that literally all over my eye area. So in my crease, on my lid, underneath my eye. Yeah, I'm just messily applying it. This does not need to be perfect whatsoever. I'm using that same shade to enhance my laugh lines and also to create some more unevenness in my skin. And also to match the rest of my face more to my eye makeup. I just like the way that looks. And yes, you guessed it, I'm also going to use Dark Matter eyeshadow by Melt Cosmetics again, alone this time. So now I'm applying that Dark Matter eyeshadow on the inner part of my eye, and I'm also going to apply that right underneath my lower lash line and smoke it out a little bit. This does not have to be neat whatsoever. As you can see, I'm also using that same eyeshadow to kind of accentuate some of the lines in the prosthetic, and I'm also applying it a little bit on my laugh line to give it a little more dimension. And yeah, so I'm just going back and forth between my eye makeup, those lines. Really, this is like a controlled chaos. That is the best way how I can describe it. And now I'm going to use a Velvet Matte liquid lipstick by LA Splash called Mistress. And now I'm just applying that liquid lipstick on my lips. It's as simple as that. I do want to mention that I did overdraw my top lip just a little bit, and I applied 2 coats of it to make it opaque. And now I'm going to use a product by Makeup Online, and it's called Extremely Wet. This can simulate sweat, water, aka moisture, you know what I mean. Now with a beauty blender, I'm applying that product on the highest points of my face. This product does not dry, but it does become a little tacky, so it stays in place. I love how this gives the prosthetic more dimension. And now off camera, I'm going to apply my false lashes. Don't worry, I have a separate video listed below in the information box. But anyway, these are by DodoLashes and the style is called D105. Don't forget to check out my coupon code just to save some money. So after I put in my contact, I went back in with a couple of the products I used to really finish off the look. But yeah, now that I've got my teeth in, I'm ready to go. This is it. This is the final look. So that was it for the tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed it. I always have fun doing looks like these because I can go all the way and just go crazy. And like I said in a previous video, whenever I get the chance to put in fangs and creepy lenses, I'm happy as can be. So of course, if you want to follow me on my social media pages, then just type in MakeupByNamaisa on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and Periscope. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and give this video a thumbs up, even though I have kind of floating thumbs, if you liked it. Thank you all so much. All the information you need to know is listed below in the information box. And until my next video, bye!